closed, and preparation for meditation is what the stage 1 is. We will follow Shravan, Manan, and Nididhyasan. Shravan, listening and learning. Why? Remove the ignorance. And then Manan, contemplation and reflection. A clear understanding what needs to be done. And if we, what needs to be done? So there is a doubt is removed. If the doubt is not removed, and then what about Nididhyasan is a prayer, almost it is a meditation. So where we drop, dissolve the past impressions. That is we will follow that approach in today's eyes are closed. Find out the most comfortable position of your body and posture. So listening and learning. Listening and learning. So what you heard is the place. It is the place. So now see a place with reference to the body and place with reference to the real self. There is only one place with reference to body, many places. So now what is understanding? What we want to find out the real self. So there can be only one place. And one place means what? Real self is infinity. It is all pervading. So there cannot be a second place. So can we have that cognition in the practice, in the so-called practice of meditation? So what happens? The mind gets absorbed deeper within. Why deeper within? It is not chasing. It is not chasing the body and its place. If that makes a sense, we can be absorbed into meditation. Otherwise, the mind is flickering to the same thing with the position of the body. Position. Now let us see the so when we say the position of the body and the real self, there is no place, there cannot be any other position of the real self. That understanding means what? Awareness. That awareness is required. That is why not many people can succeed in meditation. It becomes a so position of the body continues to change. Position of the real self cannot change. Why it cannot change? We know that. Cannot change. Why? It is only one. There is no place where the real self is not. That That is a reflection. That is awareness. That removes the doubt in the mind. Why there is a doubt? Because of ignorance, because of misunderstanding. And then we go to the posture. Again, there is only one posture. Oh, what do you mean there is only one posture? Yeah, there is only one posture of the real self. There are millions of postures. There are millions, or precisely 8.4 million posture of the body. So which position, which posture is good? No one can predict. And then we are confused. What about the posture of the real self? It is only one. How? By understanding. Remove the doubt that there is only. Once we have sitting into the posture, once the posture means the mind is looking deeper. Deeper, if I say beyond the body. So that preparation is going to help us to go deeper. Otherwise, the mind will constantly continue to wander into a body, position, posture, past impression. But they are coming, but we leave them unattended. When you don't attend them, obviously, when you are not attending, you are free. Oh, I'm free, yes. Just see that. So the being comfortable. Again, being comfortable. Comfortable. One thing should be sure. You should be sure that you have an experience of sensation, comfort, and stillness of the body in the beginning. That is the beginning. But we have to recognize the comfort experience is awareness in the body. Yes, if the mind does not, if the mind has doubt, move the mind on the body from the top to the toes. Experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Then be aware of experience of comfort. Experience of comfort means I experience comfort. Hence, I am consciousness. That awareness removes the doubt and we can be absorbed. Now, what happens? The past impressions do not easily disturb. They disturb. They do not disturb the journey. Same thing applies to being carefree. It is a state. Can you ever say, oh, the sleep state disturbed my waking state? No, not possible. You are in one state only at a time. once we get this understanding, it means, oh, you're talking of that state of being carefree. Oh, you're talking state of being carefree. That is why you are talking. There is a sky and the birds are flying. The sky is not disturbed. Cannot be. It remains the same. You have millions of thoughts or you have no thought. So what happens? We are attached to the thoughts, so we say, oh, there is a lot of thoughts. Not required. Not required at all. You can say, yes, there is a thought. So now, now we go to the Mangala Charan, another step. We have done different ways, and prayer. What is prayer? It is a recognition of limitations of the mind and intellect and senses. So, what should we do? Let us leave that limitation on the existence or God or Buddha with the humility. So, when we leave our limitations on the existence, God with the humility, that is the meaning of prayer. Why? I recognize the limitations of I am with the body and the senses and the mind. Then what happens? We move to gratitude. What is gratitude? Gratitude is a recognition. Recognition we exist because of existence. So that starts the Mangalacharan. So then you can use, oh, I exist because of Shiva. Yes, I exist because of Shiva. Let us use the mantra as Mangalacharan. Om Namah Shivaya. So you are saying Om Namah Shivaya with a pause, but understanding is repeated. Understanding is repeated behind the Om Namah Shivaya mantra. What is that understanding? Prayer and the recognition. Why pause? To keep your awareness. Now see, can we do that? Om Namah Shivaya. So what is happening here when we are doing the mantra? When we are doing the mantra, understanding is repeated in the mind. Means understanding means awareness. What is that? Ah, yes, mind says recognition of I am with senses, mind, intellect causes all limitations. All limitations, anxiety, duality, conflict, limitations. And suffering. That is the key. I know we are going deeper. You have to contemplate and reflect. If we don't contemplate, I told you, listening removes the ignorance. Contemplation removes the doubt. Practice dissolves those past impressions. Okay, that is what you are saying. Yes. Continue. Reference point we are. Without knowledge, nothing is going to happen. Why? That I have answered many a times, but I will answer again. Continue. And now, just leave it. Allow the breath to remain in that state. See that the breath becomes normal and watch it. Again, we are trying to see how those past impressions are working. So at present, the breath is going in and out on its own. You experience the sensation and you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. This is, Shravan and Manan. A reflection. Yes, in and out breath on its own sensation I experience. The mind says the moment you experience the breath is going in and out, you experience the sensation. So it is the work of the senses, mind, and intellect. And then there is a very subtle point. Where is the subtle point? Subtle point. We check. We are aware. There is no change. There is no change in and out of the breath. That awareness is beyond the mind. No issue if we do not pick up. Then start breathing deep, silent, and slow. And check it. Check it that your inhalation and exhalation is almost equal expansion and contraction of the belly and the rib cage. Deep, silent, slow breath. Are you aware? It demands contemplation and reflection. When I say deep, silent, and what demands contemplation and reflection? The word deep, silent, and slow equal in and out, and also expansion and contraction of the belly and the rib cage. But why we have to do that? To engage the mind and prevent it going anywhere. It will only be done by the reflection, understanding. Going anywhere means going to the past impressions. So we remove the doubt, okay, and we continue. And with that deep, silent, and slow breath, equal total expansion and contraction, the mind is singing Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. With a pause. Why? We prevent the mind to go to other rooms of anxiety and the pleasure it has created. But why we are preventing that is to find the real self. Deep silence, slow reading, first engagement, expansion of the belly and rib cage, second engagement, silent breathing, third engagement, deep breathing, fourth engagement, slow, another engagement, and so now we find a freedom and we are saying Om Namah Shiva. Just see, understanding. Understanding means that I maintain the awareness, there is no doubt about. Only thing is left, if the past impression returns, we are ready to drop and dissolve. Namah Shivaya. Breath is there, and we continue with that. We are aware Now allow the breath to be normal. Return to the same awareness of the breath going in and out. We experience the sensation of the breath going in and out. There is no change. What is our experience? In and out sensation. Mind, senses, and the intellect experiences that. But when we say no change, it's a very subtle. It is very subtle awareness and understanding. What we do when I say do not change the rate and rhythm of the breath, you are simply aware. And again, we move to the deep, silent, and slow breathing. Not so long this time, but a little change to be able to maintain our awareness and attention. Means what? Maintain our understanding. What is that understanding? That I'm in meditation. See, understand that those subtle points. I'm in meditation. You have to listen to it again and again and again until that understanding. Why understanding? It removes the doubt. Okay, removes the doubt. Then what? With that, we introduce the mind to Shiva image. Image of the Shiva with attribute in the mind. What is that attributes in the mind? It is all pervading. We have already understood. It is all pervading. It is eternal. It is permanent happiness. For example, now you start saying Om Namah Shivaya and ask the mind to engage itself into the image of the Shiva anywhere inside the heart or outside or outside or anywhere. Anywhere means any place. He is Shiva. At any time, Shiva. Let us see, can we reach to that point of awareness? When we have already understood the real self is everywhere, and that name, the real self, is Om Namah Shivaya. So where is the problem? That is because of the past impressions. And so we are resolving that. The mind in the background keeps that understanding. What that understanding is? Oh, head is Shiva. Image plus well, we are doing it casually. You need not to bring any anxiety. Little deeper breath. When you're saying mind is reminded not to go to any other room but to find the room where the Shiva is. We have rooms for anxiety, we have rooms for past impressions. Where in the mind? So we choose only one room. We choose the room of Shiva in the mind, leaving other rooms. Of anxiety, of past, of duality. That is where the meditation succeeds. They are there, I'm aware. You are driving, you are aware, other cars are there. But mind is totally engaged in Shiva. And now leave this deep, silent, and slow breathing. Allow the breath to be normal. Just return outside, experience the freshness, calmness, steadiness. We're returning for a while. Sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Deep awareness on the flow of the breath. That flow of the breath means that we are aware of the breath going in and out, sensation, no change, and check it again. Check it again. Senses, mind, intellect, and also you can say ego recognizes the experiences of sensation of the breath and moving in and out. No issue. And be aware of the subtle point, no change. No change. It may help us to transcend. But we will go here, we will move to Saguna Nirakara. That is what we say Ishwar, and that Ishwar is Shiva. That is also the innermost self. Our innermost self, yes. So it means now there is no image, it is only awareness of what is all pervading, what is eternal, and what exactly is happiness by the same mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. So now breath is normal. Casually, you move to deeper inside your heart, in the cave of your heart, while singing. And then you don't get very strained. I don't know how to do it. Just leave as casual. And then again, the breath is normal. You pick up the point. There is no change, and you move the mind deep inside the cave of your heart. It is symbolic of rise in awareness. You see the darkness and the space, and there you stay, and you say Om Namah Shivaya, and done. And then again is what we are learning. Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.